Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we are taking a stack of sources, articles, lesson plans, conversational blueprints, and we're going to strip away all the social noise. Our goal is to find the architectural genius hiding just beneath the surface of everyday conversation. And today we're tackling something I think is profoundly relatable. It's that spontaneous surprise encounter. You know the scenario, right? You're walking into a coffee shop, maybe you're at a conference, just thinking about your next meeting, and then bam! You make eye contact with someone you haven't seen in maybe 2 years, maybe 5, and you get that immediate flash of recognition, but it's coupled with this little spike of social anxiety.
How much do I share?
Yeah.
How quickly can I get out of this?
So our mission today is clarity. We are going to extract the core mechanics, the really deep linguistic shortcuts that are buried in a very, very simple source dialogue. We're going to analyze it not just for what it says, but for what it avoids saying. It's about mastering the art of the casual, unexpected reunion, how to execute it flawlessly, efficiently, and, without committing to a 3-hour biographical download right there in the espresso line. The source we're diving into today is a specific lesson plan. It's focused entirely on casual English greetings and small talk, and it features this brilliant, really compact exchange between two friends, Alex and Sarah, who just run into each other by accident. It's like a perfectly engineered piece of social software. So let's just set the scene. I'll read the source dialogue because understanding this little exchange is really the key to unlocking everything else we're going to talk about. So Alex and Sarah meet unexpectedly.
Hey, Sarah. Is that you?
Oh my gosh, Alex, hi.
Wow. Long time no see. How have you been?
I've been good, thanks. Just really busy with work. What about you?
I'm doing well. Actually, I just started a new job last week.
Sarah comes back with, "That is amazing! Congratulations! We should catch up properly soon." Alex closes with, "Definitely. Let's grab lunch this weekend." And Sarah commits, "Sounds perfect. I will text you. Bye for now."
And that's it. That is the whole magic trick right there.
Yeah.
10 lines of dialogue,
Yeah.
maybe 90 seconds of total interaction time.
Mm-hmm.
And in that time, they have successfully achieved 3 huge social goals. They've reaffirmed the relationship, they've exchanged just enough positive updates, and most critically, they've deferred the real conversation to a scheduled time. So the core question we are really answering here is structural. Why does this brief structure reduce anxiety for you, the person in that situation, and why is it so effective for managing information?
Information consumption.
Yeah,
right?
it matters because when you're busy, any unexpected, lengthy social demand can feel like a huge disruption. This dialogue, it teaches us a hidden social script. It's like a linguistic protocol for protecting our time while still, prioritizing our friendships. So it's time management disguised as friendly banter.
Perfectly put. It's about how quickly can that affirmation, that recognition, and that scheduling happen before you accidentally start diving into the deep end of personal news. The whole success of this hinges on a 3-step process, and this is going to be our roadmap for this entire deep dive. First, you express surprise and recognition. Then you ask for a very efficient, positive life update. And finally, you make a concrete plan for a deeper conversation later. You nail those 3 steps, the spontaneous encounter is a guaranteed success.
Okay, so let's unpack that opening. Step 1, the initial contact. Because it feels like the emotional launch pad, right? You don't get this right, the whole thing just falls flat.
Completely. The dialogue starts with recognition, but it's layered with surprise. "Hey, Sarah, is that you?" And then she mirrors it back. "Oh my gosh, Alex, hi!"
So why is that you so much more effective than just, hello, Sarah?
Well, it's doing so much heavy lifting in just 3 words. It's signaling both recognition and a mutual positive emotion. When you see someone you genuinely like but you weren't expecting to see, that element of surprise is a gift. It tells the other person, my surprise is rooted in how happy I am to see you, not in a failure to recognize you.
Right. If Alex had just walked up and said, in a monotone, hello, Sarah, how are you? It would feel totally different.
It would feel planned, transactional. It just lacks all the warmth and authenticity that defines a friendly reunion.
Mm-hmm. That exclamation of surprise, which Sarah immediately mirrors back with, oh my gosh, Alex, it instantly confirms, yes, this relationship is active and the positive energy is mutual.
That emotional synchronization is the foundation. It makes everything that follows feel genuine, not just, rote. Okay, so you get that initial emotional burst, it establishes the territory.
Right.
We're friends here.
Exactly.
And once that foundation is laid, the dialogue moves straight to defining the size of the gap, the absence. And it uses one of the most powerful pieces of social shorthand in English. Long time no see.
Right. And this is where we really need to slow down, because that simple phrase is doing a massive amount of work.
It really is. Linguistically, it's fascinating. It's an idiom, right? It's not even technically grammatically correct. People say it might have come from Pidgin English or even a direct translation from Chinese.
But its power is that everyone just gets it. Everyone gets it. It perfectly acknowledges a significant amount of time has passed since we last met, and I recognize that.
Now, someone pointed out we didn't really spend enough time on the social risk of this phrase last time. And we really need to fix that because it's a critical detail for you, the learner.
The risk?
Yeah. The source material gives a really crucial constraint here. Its usage is strictly limited to friends or family. It explicitly says you should not use it in a formal business meeting.
Okay, but let's push on that. Why, exactly? If I run into an old client, someone I genuinely liked, but I haven't seen them in 10 years, and I say, wow, long time no see, isn't that just a natural expression of emotion?
It's a natural emotion, sure, but it signals an unnatural register for that environment.
Okay.
If you say, long time no see, to a client or a high-level colleague in a boardroom, you're using language that signals deep intimacy and extreme informality. You're basically telling them, I view this relationship as personal, familiar, and highly